Hi there guys and gals, I'm just doing this video to demonstrate my my Vauxhall Astra Twintop. I've currently got it for sale and I thought I'd do a little demonstration drive of the car and have a little chat about the car, just as a way of trying to promote the sale basically. So I've had the car just over 2 years, and in that time I've done about 16,000 miles in it. It's my daily driver, it is still my daily driver as I speak. As I do this video, it's on a 116,594. Obviously that's going up daily because I am using it daily. It is my daily driver, I'm using it to and from work, so the mileage will go up. Now the model, it's a 2009, so it's one of the very last ones, and it's the 1.8 VVT Exclusiv Black. That was the actual name of the model for anybody who doesn't know. It was called the Exclusiv Black, and it's the version that's got the exterior body pack on it. I'm going to have to stay in this lane because it goes down to one lane. So yeah, so it's the Exclusiv Black with the exterior pack. The only model that was more expensive than this when it was new was dependent on engine. You know, they did a diesel version and they did I think they did a 2-litre turbo version of this particular car. Although I might be wrong, it might have only been done in the 1.8 petrol and the 1.9 diesel. I'll have to double check that. But basically, being the end of the range, end of the line, it's got the same interiors as the late design model. So it's got the piano black centre console, it's got the aluminium trims on the dashboard and the doors, it's got the full leather with heated front seats, it's got cruise control, it's got auto lights, auto wipers, obviously electric mirrors which are heated. It's got the CD30 radio CD player, it's got MP3 capabilities. It's got the sport button, which I've currently got turned on. To be honest, I use the sport button all the time because it just makes the car so much nicer to drive than without it. And it's a lovely car. It's metallic black. They call it I'm trying to think now. I think they call it Black Sapphire. Yeah, I'm sure it's called Black Sapphire. Lovely, lovely, lovely colour. I've just given it a wash actually, and it cleans up fantastically. Last summer I gave it a full machine polish, and it looked absolutely stunning. Now the car is not immaculate. At the end of the day, it is a 14 going on 15-year-old car, so it has got some little marks, some little scratches here and there. The main thing is the back bumper. Now the back bumper has got like a rubber strip across the top of it, and that rubber strip has been stuck on by one of the previous owners at some point to cover over a small crack in the plastic. Now I have got a replacement rear bumper which I will throw in with the car, so anybody who wants to buy the car, they will get the replacement Black Sapphire bumper with it. The only thing that you'll need to do is swap over the lower skirt, which is part of the exterior pack. You have to remove it from the old bumper and swap it onto the new one. That's all you'll have to do, and then you've got a much better. Again, the replacement bumper's not perfect. It's got a couple of little marks and scratches on it, but again, it's a similar age bumper, so it's not going to be 100% perfect. If you want perfect, you need to go out and spend a lot more money and buy a brand new car. In terms of MOT, the MOT is due in April, so I do admit that obviously the MOT is quite a short MOT, but I'm putting it up for sale as it stands at £1,500. But I am open to offers. So anybody who's interested, please get in touch, talk to me, you know, put in an offer, and if I think the offer is okay, then I'll accept it. But I'd like you to come and see the car. Now, I live in Sheffield, but I do spend quite a lot of the time out in Derbyshire, which is where I'm heading now. I'm heading over through Glossop and out to where my girlfriend lives in Chapel Henley Frith. So if you live like over the Manchester area, or that, you know, that side of the Pennines, I could arrange to meet you so you can view the car in Chapel or somewhere in that area if you wanted. I myself, as I say, live in Sheffield, so if you live in Leeds or anywhere over that direction, you can come and meet me in Sheffield, and you can come to my house and you can come and view the car there. So I've got that little bit of flexibility as to where I can meet you to come and view the car. Now, known issues with the car. So the roof works, which is obviously one of the major things with a twin top. You want the roof to work, but occasionally it has got stuck down. It has got stuck down in the boot, and it's done the 3 bongs at me. But then I've not done anything. I've not done anything at all, and suddenly 2 or 3 days later I've gone to try it and the roof will shut again. So it's obviously an intermittent fault. I don't know what's causing it. I have had it plugged into Opcom. The only error that comes up on Opcom is related to the I believe the rear hinge latch. So the latch that the boot shuts down onto, which gets released and allows the boot to hinge backwards, it's that one there. That one, I think it might be one of the micro switches that's in that hinge that's causing the problem. One thing I haven't explored is whether there's a pressure problem. There could be a pressure problem, so it might be that I need to check the fluid level on the pump to make sure the fleet, you know, because one theory I've got is that maybe it's got a small little leak, so sometimes you go to close it and it detects that there's not enough pressure because there's not enough fluid in the system, and that's why it says no and refuses to close the roof. But it might not be that, I'm just guessing. But there are the roof gurus through the twin top groups who could probably fix it for £100, £150, you know. They could probably get it working 100% reliably for not a lot of money. The 4 wires which are common to split on the wiring loom on the boot hinge, they did cause problems before. I have soldered them and done like a temporary fix on them, and they're all working fine. And again, plugged into Opcom, all those switches give the correct readings that they should. So I know that those wires are good. As I said, the only thing on the measuring blocks, as they call it, the only thing on the measuring blocks that is not always as it should be is that rear lower hinge mechanism, that trunk release mechanism. So other than that, the roof is good. As I say, it's just I've not had the roof down for ages because I can't 100% trust it for that reason. Other mechanical issues, well, the VVT pulleys are very common, as I'm sure a lot of people will know who are watching this video. The VVT pulleys do get noisy with age when they're getting to the point where they need replacing, and this is exactly the same. I mean, I don't know if you can hear them as I'm driving on this video. Probably not, because they're not that loud. You only really notice them when you're sat stationary in traffic and you can hear them just grumbling in the background. And it is the VVT pulleys. You know, I've spoken to other people about it before, and that's what they've said. Now, I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but I've got a little bit of a knocking noise, and I think it's from the left hand side. And again, I hadn't got around to jacking the car up and finding out exactly what it is. It could be a drop link, it could be a bush, it could be a top mount. I'm not entirely sure. But again, this video is all about me being completely honest and letting you know about issues that I know about. It does need a couple of tyres. they will definitely, the front tyres, the driver's front is okay. It would be an advisory on the MOT. The near side front is definitely very, very close to being, you know, need to be replaced. So I am going to aim to get that replaced, either with a part worn one or with a brand new one. I'll be honest, I'm more likely to put a part worn one on, because I have got another set of alloys which are the same size tyres as this, and I might swap the tyres off of those wheels and put them on these, or at least on the front ones. It does need one on the back, but I have got a tyre that I'm already ready to fit to that. So come an MOT, you might, as it stands, need a couple of tyres, but as I say, I'm going to try and sort them before it sells anyway. As I say, there is a little bit of a knock. I don't know if it's a drop link or a bush or a top mount. I don't know if it's something that would even be picked up on an MOT. I honestly don't know. There is a very slight blow on the exhaust. It had a new centre section fitted, probably about 18 months ago, maybe longer. Not long after I got the car, to be honest. It was like the spring after I bought it, so the centre section went. It went on where the mounts go from side to side. One of the mounts had rusted through, and it blew out through the box. So I had a new centre section fitted, and where it joins to the front section, it does just blow very slightly. All it literally needs is just loosening off a bit and some exhaust paste putting around it just to seal it. That is literally it. That is literally all it needs. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. The cruise control is intermittent, and I know what the problem is. The problem is the switch under the clutch pedal. Now they're only about £10, you know, they're only about a tenner, but it's one of them things that I just ain't got round to doing it. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Again, I've had it plugged into Opcom, and a lot of the time the switch is triggered as if you've got the clutch pressed down even when you haven't. So it's the switch is telling the cruise control that the clutch is depressed even when it's not, and that's why it's cancelling the cruise off straight away. So you press the switch, turn the cruise on, and it cancels itself off instantly. I mean, like now driving along, if I press it now, it's come on and gone straight back off. The green light's come on and gone straight back off. Press it again, yeah, it's done the same again. But sometimes it'll come on and it'll stay on, so I know for a fact it's just that switch. So try to think if there's anything else that I know of. It's had new rear discs and pads. That was summer of last year, so summer of 2023. It had new rear discs and pads. As I've just demonstrated again, you know, it drives really nice, it pulls well. You might notice a little bit of squeaking on the camera. It's just like the seal between the rear window and the front window that's just a little bit squeaky. If I put the window down, it disappears. I keep meaning to put some kind of rubber lubricant on it, you know, to stop it squeaking. But yeah, you can see it runs, drives, goes really well. Typical that I've come on here and the road's wet after I've just washed it earlier. That's just absolutely typical, isn't it? So the car's going to be mucky again. So yeah, there you go, guys. If I think of anything else, then I'll add it on. But thanks for watching this video. Nearly 15 minutes. I do like to waffle on sometimes, but yeah, if you need to know anything else, please get in touch. If you want to come and see it, you want to come and test drive it, and you want to buy it and make me an offer, please do get in touch. As I say, I've put it up at 1,500 quid, but I do know that it's got these little issues, and that's why I'm open to offers. not in any particular rush. If it doesn't sell before it's due an MOT, then I'll spend a bit more money on it, get anything done that needs doing for the MOT, but then obviously I'll put the price up accordingly. I'll just show you, see, accelerates up really nicely. It's really quite nippy to say it's, you know, 1.8 and say it's such a big heavy car. I know it's obviously it's not as fast as a turbo, not even as fast as the diesel in terms of pulling power and torque, but it does drive well, it does handle well. I'd normally be going faster on here, but this van in front is slowing me down. Oh, actually, I've just remembered the top of the engine cover gasket, engine cover, you know, cam cover gasket is leaking a bit of oil at the front, and it's leaking it down onto the exhaust. Again, it's one of them things, it was doing it when I bought the car. It's never bothered me that much, and I never got around to changing it. But again, anybody who buys the car, it's your decision if you want to change that. So I think that's it. Right, thanks for watching, guys. Laters.